are not very well aware of the prize pool. It's just for the audience because these particular teams are just specifically playing for the practice because PMSL is around the corner. And just have a quick look on the playing teams. These playing teams are not normal teams, as you already know. Just skip the last two ones because these are my favorite teams, and let's discuss the first 16 teams. So the playing teams are Alpha Gaming, Navi, Dagestan 77, HELLION Gaming. HELLION Gaming also took one chicken dinner yesterday. It's a very strong, dominant team. And then Virtuous Pro, we have Konina Power. These guys, you know, I've seen these guys in the runner-up many times yesterday. Then ViperX Knockout. The first match of ViperX Knockout was brilliant, but they had to change their strategies in the next few matches. Then Champion GSP, we have Tribe Aromacy. Then we have Horaa, DRS. So Horaa and DRS fans needs to buckle up because I believe these two teams are gonna show some good entertainment today. Their skills, you will definitely enjoy their game today. And then we have ASi8, then we have Team UPG, then we have Four Thrives. I'm not sure if they're joining today or not because of their flight issues or etc. Then we have Regicide, we have AMIX, and then the Maxebels. Let's see how these guys will perform today. And the very controversial team in the last, the WarrGye team. WarrGye, let's see if they WarrGye today or not. So here it is.
The overall ranking, guys. We saw an upset yesterday in the last match. Upgrade, they managed to get the first position, but the difference between first and second is not that much, or I would say there's no difference. Both are on 60 points. Daggy boys are on 41. Alpha Gaming at 40. Then we have Konina Power, HELLION Gaming, Virtuous Pro, Tribe Aromacy, and Champion Esports on the first page. Second page, situation is no different. We have AMIX, Maxwell, DRS, ViperX, Knockout, digit position. The rest of the teams are still in single digit. Horaa Esports position. The rest of the teams are still in single digit. Horaa Esports moving into the next stages of the leaving the lobby. And ASi8 so that's why we're seeing side they have few match points, but again and early points, and then I'm really enjoying HELLION Gaming. These teams can be their strategies are of surprise.
So now let's say pairs of 5 matches with position because of his 237. So Navi and players list because the consistency, well, matches, but in the last match very impressive by the team on the third one. And then we have MV Gramsci. Why it was happening, that was a very well decided. Have a quick look on a exciting grenade, very perfect grenade. So let's have a quick look on our trivia winners day 1. You remember we asked very easy questions yesterday, Asen, and here are the winners of those questions. So the first question was I think it was which is the very first upgrade gun. So that was M416 Glacier. Everyone knew about it.
Absolutely.
So this guy, it's Kubabe, win that UC, and you will receive the UC in your account because we got your UID, and we will share it to the stories as well. And then we have Gotku on the second position, and I think it's the trivia question, which is the most damage. which gun
Pistol,
has the
yes.
most damage. Yeah, the pistol. Yeah, exactly. So it's Desert Eagle. And we got, these are all the winners of trivia day 1. Congratulations to all. You will get your UC into your UIDs, and yep, and we will definitely post your results on the Instagram or everywhere else, so we can assure you that you are the winners. Exactly.
Absolutely, guys. Congratulations to all the players that got the UCs for themselves. But at the same times, thank you all the contestants, people that participated in the trivia, because this makes it more interesting for us and also for you guys. Because at the end of the day, while you're spending your time enjoying the PUBG Mobile action, you are nothing is going in vain. You're getting something in return, and that's some plentiful UC in-game cash, which you can utilize in your store, or maybe try to get something upgraded, or a royal pass will do the deed. You can get some nice suits. I don't know what's out there in the market nowadays in PUBG Mobile, but you know better than me, guys. But keep an eye on the trivia questions. Make sure you respond back as soon as possible. You get the right answer, you respond back in the chat, and stay active. This will make it easy for all the management team that is looking at your answers at the back end, so they can run through the through the spinach, whatever system they use, to randomize the results and pick you guys as the winners. So thank you once again, everybody. Coming back to the action, guys, 5 matches. We have seen some of the top teams. The break-off point for I think 5th spot is about 40 points, and some of these teams are sitting on 20, 22, 25 points. So the competition is still alive. Teams even from the second page can actually make their way into top 5 and get some cash for themselves. And these 5 matches today will make it way more interesting for all the viewers out there, how especially the Nepali teams will play. I've seen Tribe Aromacy, they did a great job yesterday. Unfortunately, DRS and Horaa, they weren't able to get the right momentum going for themselves. But overall, I think today is the day where it's time to revive, it's time to re-attack, reassemble your Avengers or your players to get into the battleground and make it happen for yourself.
Exactly, as you said, that this is the second day and it's time to revive your strategies, revive yourselves today, because DRS and Horaa fans are crying everywhere that DRS and Horaa needs to do something, and I believe DRS and Horaa will do something today, because it's the day for DRS and Horaa. I believe these are one of my favorite teams, if you ask me. Not Maxable is one of my favorite list, but DRS and Horaa are in my favorite list. So DRS and Horaa, I'm definitely sure they will do some magic today. They will show some entertainment today, because in next couple of minutes we're gonna go into the Erangle, and then we're gonna see which team perform very well, which team is more dominant. Are the same teams or the same names we're gonna see today again, because Navi is showing a very consistent performance yesterday, and you can see them on the top. I think it's on the second one, and then UPG on the top. UPG performed very well in the last 2 matches, and APG Hellion, if you remember APG Hellion, they were on the second page, I believe. They were like 12th or 11th position, but just 1 match and they were on the top. So the same thing can happen with the DRS and Horaa as well, and even ASi8 is here. So ASi8 is not out of the tournament. Like, 1 good match and you could be on the first page, and we will see this today. And let's have a quick look on the match schedule. The 6th match, or you can say the first match of today, it's the Erangle. Then we have the 2nd match, Miramar. The 7th match, the 8th match will be the Sanhok. The 9th match will be Erangle, and the 10th match will be again Erangle. So only 1 Miramar.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, today I think it's only 1 Miramar. Is the way these all. Last one is, as our producer said, is Miramar. So don't worry about it, guys. 2 Miramars, 2 Erangles, and there you go. Switch up happens. That's what you call production, guys. We do magic without even touching anything. But Sanhok, it is in the middle. So the disruptor of And nobody is backing off from here. Like they are making sure that they take that fight. XMPL is out. It's a 2 versus 4. So DRS
that
is
was
kind
good
of in a.
grenade.
It was a very good grenade. It was so close. I would say still DRS, they have most to lose. But on the other side, we have champions going against Navi. Navi getting another player knocked out, and I believe it will be a flush off as well.
Yes, Navi, we never seen Navi got an early elimination, not even yesterday, but let's see today. Navi is right now in a good split, but champions, so do champions as well. But so he is making some rotations. R3G versus DRS. R3G, one guy on the knees, three guys in front of the DRS killer YT, and he is pushing in, currently he's reviving his teammate, but R3G Malik got his back. So it's a risky move. If Killer YT go vulnerable. He will be totally vulnerable if he go directly and slam into the gas, because three gas, actually four gas are right now on their feet. Oh, that was a good connection by the Scarl, but he understands the situation and he backed up because he knew that the things are gonna messy if he directly go and slam into the R3G, because R3G has the number advantage and you're one man already down and you join with the 3-man, so you're not the one with the number advantage here. So you need to think wisely, you need to calculate things, because I don't want to see DRS facing another early elimination, because Horaa did already, and I'm seeing that these guys are not changing their drops, and this is the, I would say, this is the criteria. Like, you shouldn't change your drop, you need to be dominant on your drop. And we've seen this yesterday as well. The DRS and R3G are both landing on the very same drop, and so do in Sanhok as well. They always get into the drop clashes. But let's see, DRS, one guy on the second floor, and I'm not sure, and I'm pretty sure they are not aware of the location of this guy. He's not making any single move. He don't want to expose himself. Yes, Hassan.
True, and Delta, I think somewhat position is known, because I can see Waz, he's already eyeing toward the position, that window, which Delta is probably thinking of peeking out of. But at the same time, R3G, Pinkman, rest of the R3G, they're all geared up. They want to push forward, and now I think position is revealed. All of the guys will push forward. This will be an easy flush on Delta, because again, at the end of the day, this kind of staircase and a lot of windows don't give you much of the space for, I would say, survival. But a jump down in the smoke, two players switching up,
nice
back and forth. But he got Shaka here. Vaz is outside. He will be taking care of Killer YT. But Killer YT can actually make things a little difficult for them. There you go, Delta pushing up once again. Again, trying his best. It's a 2v2 now. Killer YT is down, and Delta is low on HP. Some throwables are also being used. But at the same time, DRS Delta is alone. Pinkman will pick up Shaka. Vaz is also low on HP. I'm seeing a lot of Uzis in the play. But once R3G will have their player revive, they will definitely push up. But at the same time, I can see champions. They have pushed forward, and 1-8 can do the deed. R3G, Pinkman, and Shaka both can get knocked out.
Exactly. Now they can do the deed here, as you said. But I'm seeing DRS and Horaa are out of this game once again. But see, Champions Esports, they're actually trying to spot the enemies first. They want to understand the situation there because they are not very sure how many guys are left there. So they are understanding the situation first. But R3G today, R3G dominate this fight because yesterday R3G, DRS Honda, and Horaa, sorry, they all were losing the drop fights and early elimination were facing by these guys. But today R3G seems to be in a different spot, and we'll see that these guys secure 3 elimination in the stage 1 zone. Stage 2 zone are just gonna be in next few seconds, and we'll see where it take the shift. But for the time being, I think R3G are not very well aware of that, the location of champions, that they champions know the location of R3G, but I'm not sure if R3G is aware that someone is nearby. But maybe Kinu is the one who's giving the footsteps. Oh, Malik. But if you knock one guy off champion will punish you right away, and champion did the job. Champion did a great job, but one guy already lose. They face an early elimination, a casualty faced by the champions, and shotgun versus shotgun. It's a very good shotgun, and
what a shot!
Oh, another guy. 1v1 fight between champion versus R3G guy, and the one who will win this one. Oh, another one, a 1v2 by the champion guy. The last one left, and we can see R3G directly sent into the lobby. Oh my god. Because R3G wasn't even recovered from the previous fight, and champions took that opportunity and sent these guys directly to the lobby, and our champions enjoyed that party, joined this party. And,
well, I would disagree because all of the 4 players were up and running.
Yeah.
See, most of them were full HP, but shotguns to the face.
Yes.
Vaz has no idea the guy will flip like 180 and give him a shot while he's trying to move to another room. And same goes for Pinkman. The guys were clueless. R3G, they had no answers to all the attacks, all the advances.
Did you see Navi? Navi is out of this game. We've never seen Navi.
And champions are the one that actually showed them the way toward the lobby early on.
Nice.
Same with R3G. So champions, I think they mean business today, and already they have 6 elimination points for themselves. Look at that, 224 and 6. That's 30. So probably in a few more minutes they will be setting up themselves to top positions. HELLION on the other side, they're taking their own fight against the MAXEBELS. Guy was taking some shots on Chief. Ryzen on the other side gave some cover fire. So Raw Rhino had to fall back to get to his vehicle, and I think possibly a reposition. But on the other side, MAXEBELS, I think they're split up and they're a little far away from each other.
Exactly, one guy already faced an early elimination. Here is the stage 2 circle, and Chief, I believe it's Chief who got eliminated by the HELLION Gaming, and they try to change. Now they are trying to change their location because they understand this is not a good spot, because it's the fuel pump, and it's a very open location. Anyone can go to the upper side where Max Hunt is right now, and they can trace you, and whenever you go inside your vehicle you can be easily traceable. And and these guys don't want to face another elimination today, because yesterday wasn't a good day for these guys. Miramar was a very good map. They played very well in the Miramar, but as you predicted in the Miramar that these guys is gonna go into the sandwich situation, and that exactly what happened yesterday. And these guys, as you said, these guys need to work on. This is the way to learn. But Chief isn't the one who got eliminated, it's the Death who got eliminated. And Death is a good player. He took very wise decisions yesterday, but things weren't came out as the plan. Now we are looking at the Tribe Aromacy, and Tribe Aromacy, 4 guys up standing, no elimination so far, but we will see how many elimination these guys will get, because yesterday these guys also get too much good eliminations yesterday in the Miramar match, and that affect them on the points table positively. And now we can see Alpha Gaming against a team, I think it's the AMIX, right? So Alpha Gaming versus AMIX, 4 guys on both sides, but no. They need to go into a good cover, and these are not very good compounds, and he knows this as well.
The plenty of space around, so when you're trying to even move out until your vehicle paces up to the right speed, you're still exposed to a lot of gunfire. So it's better to be around somewhere where you have at least plenty of cover when you're moving out of the space. When you're trying to move out, trying to pre-position, you have plenty of area that is covered, so you don't get any sort of fire exchange. But APG, they're now repositioning. They like to go for some ditches in the Yasnaya fields, and I think that's a very good decision because they can see all the movement going across from the school toward Yasnaya and possibly, I would say, from shelter Yasnaya. As Circle is quite slowly and steadily creeping toward the northern part. We saw the first phase was mostly covering the northern part of the map, so I think it's a better way to reposition yourself in a way. But at the same time, WarrGye squad, they're still wandering around Brozok, somewhere in between Pachinki and school. So they have to be careful because they gotta get onto the northern island as soon as possible, because if they rotate late from Rozok, everybody will be waiting for them anxiously on the other side of the map, and probably it will be a difficult situation for them to deal with. But look at Konina; they're already in that specific area which I was talking about, right underneath the Stalber. It's a very good position. Someone is already there. You can see another team player in this mini map is already there, so they have to be careful. And Konina now repositioning back to the original compound where they were before.
Yes, exactly. All the teams needs to move to this island as quickly as possible, because if you are late, then other guys might be gatekeeping for you, so you need to go as soon as possible. So let's see what's the third shift of the zone is gonna be. I can see Max are on a very good position and Konina Power are nearby, but let's see. It's the stage 3 circle, and let's see where does it take the shift. Oh, that's a tricky zone. And I would say if the stage 4 zone move toward the Yasnaya Polyana, I think that will be a very good fight, because in the cities, we always love to see the fight going toward the dead zone. And we can see HELLION knocked out one guy of Konina Power and directly finished those guys as well. That was a nice, but AMIX also joined the party, but AMIX are right now on a very good split. Just look at their position, and I don't think that Rhino is on a good position right now, so he needs to go as soon as possible, leave this spot as quickly as possible. He's trying to spot that car, but no, as I expected, that wasn't a good spot. You had to leave that spot as early as quickly, but
the biggest mistake he made, he actually over-aggressed. He went above the ridge, which was the thing that he shouldn't have done. But now ASi8 and Lloyd, they are pretty close by, and I think some damage is being done. I think another knockout will be on HELLION as of we saw, but at the same time I think they will be picking up their player and going back. But UPG, they're going against APG Alpha Gaming versus Upgrade. Yep, Upgrade got knocked out. There's 3 different teams here. I can see APG, UPG, and third one is, I think, Tribe Aromacy. So they have to be careful. UPG 2 players are knocked out. Alpha will push forward. Upgrade, only 1 player is there. It's not actually Tribe Aromacy. VP, Richest Pro, somewhere around by. So
Richest Pro just throw a grenade at 2 down. That was a good grenade.
APG, that was a surprise, I must say. And Aromacy, Tribe Aromacy is also on the back lines.
It's very low on HP. So it's the 1v1 fight, shotgun versus AR. Let's see what is this happening, guys. But yeah, no, your buddy got your back, and HELLION Gaming eliminated. An early elimination, but APG are not stopping here. These guys are going brutal here. APG, first it was UPG, and now it was a Virtus Pro. So Virtus Pro guys just joined the party. There are 4 guys, 1 guy outside the broken wall, and he's gonna give the cover that Virtus Pro just eliminated another guy of APG, and I don't think that APG is gonna survive this situation, because only 2 left. 1 is on the knees, and Virtus Pro got the situation under control them, and Virtus Pro is gonna eliminate these guys, the APG guys, because they are surrounding him. They are surrounding him, and as we expected, the last guy, APG Zeol, also got eliminated by the Virtus Pro. It is what it is, because but UPG, just look at UPG, 1 guy is still remaining there. That was a surprise. I wasn't sure. That I think UPG was eliminated by the APG, but UPG still have the chances to survive, because 10 teams are still on the field, means 30 players, and you are right now on the number 1 spot. So UPG got actually 4 eliminations in this match, so you just need a good survival. But AMIX, the Virtus Pro are downstairs, and you have only a couple of throwables which you can use, but He's not aware that he is cooking up the grenade, but yeah, he understands the situation. But now it's your turn. It's your turn. And you got the DPS as well. Let's see. It's a 1v4 fight between the UPG and Virtuous Pro. These guys got the grenades, and I don't think you're gonna survive this situation. And 2 knocks! Wow, my goodness.
He almost took down 3 with him.
Yeah,
He almost took down 3 with
exactly.
him. What is Virtus Pro up to? I must say 2
8
fights.
eliminations.
2
Just look
fights.
at
They
this.
just they got bruised. They got beaten up. You know, went down to 2-man standing, and still they survived. And they have 4 players still up. Wow, what a fight on the southern part of Yasnaya by VP. But on the northern side, we can see Maxwell. They're in a very good position. Champions, the remaining squad of champions, they have some compounds to their name. Same goes for Tribe Aromacy. But at the same time, Konina Power, they were eyeing to get in, and there you go. Max Hunt will take down 1 player. Second one is also here, and I think Max will make sure that they get those kills confirmed if they want to progress forward. Oh, wow. Look at that.
He you know,
Timing.
he followed the footsteps. He actually followed the full footsteps very well. He knew that someone was coming in. Actually, he was just throwing the smoke just to cover up his you know, teammate and raise him up. But he quickly changed it into the shotgun and quickly eliminate the Ryzen. And now Maxebel's team are down to 2 men, Max Hunt and Max Chief. But Dagestan is also here. We can see that Aromacy joined the party as well, and they took down 1 guy as well. And Dagestan is right in front of Virtuous Pro, and Virtuous Pro are right now dominating this match because these guys got 10 eliminations, and if you get a chicken dinner, you will be on the very, the points table structure will gonna be changed here. AMIX just down 1 guy of Virtuous Pro, and Virtuous Pro 1 guy on the knees, and 3 guys are still up. He will be easily revived here, I would say, yeah. But AMIX just confirmed this kill with another grenade. And VP, another guy on the knees, but Dagestan also on the knees, 1 guy on the knees. But we can see that Viper X knockout. These guys are still up and playing. 2 guys are alive, still there, and just look at the elimination. These guys haven't got any elimination so far, but it's the stage 4 circle, and stage 5 is gonna be ruthless today. I know on the stage 5 circle you need to make the good rotations, but AMIX ING got fire from his backside. It was the Konina Power, and Konina Power I think Konina Power didn't lose any of their guy so far. So it's a good shift. It's a tricky one, but if you 4 towers are into the zone, and I believe if you get 1 of the tower, you will easily be 1 of the chicken dinner team. So I would say just move right now, because it's the stage 5 circle and the stage 6 circle are not gonna show any mercy to you guys. So just move to the upper side. We can see that Dagestan, yes.
Daggies are going against VP, and this time around again VP winning the fight. On the other side, AMX, they are getting pushed by Viper Esports, a Viper knockout. 2 players. I think Alpha Boy, he was planning to leave for the circle, but the call out from his team player was to get this AMX player down. But at the same time, EMAX, they have total control on the northern side. They still have the edge of the circle. VP, once they will be done reviving their players, they'll be moving toward AMX. And now the vehicles need to be repositioned. And I think vehicle is struck or something like that. But anyhow, WarrGye, they heard your call, and now they are in a very, very smooth position on the northern side of the map. VP, they all rezzed up once again. Look at the number of eliminations, 11 total eliminations, and they'll probably dethrone DG as well by the end of this game. With position points, Dana throwing smokes low on HP, but AMAX, they have no idea this kind of bruise VP what they will do with them. The momentum on VP side, I can evidently see they are not stopping. They're going in with confidence and confirming those eliminations.
Oh, that was an overconfidence. That was some overconfidence by the VP. And AMIX punished these guys right away. I was thinking that AMIX are right now don't know what to do because they are just sandwiched the same situation Maxable team yesterday was, but these guys know what to do. But Aromacy is right in front of him, one guy on the roof, and we can see WarrGye team are right now trying to go on a very good spot. But I'm sad for the Virtus Pro. These guys shouldn't have faced that much early elimination because these guys could go for the chicken dinner. But this is what it is. If you show some overconfidence, then other teams will punish you right away. Yes.
Oh, there you go. Looking at the situation in the circle, we are left with only 6 teams. 17 players are remaining. Knockout is also out. I believe one of the players from Knockout is completely flushed off. Only Alpha Boys remaining. Konina Power, they have 3 different buildings to their name. Every player is controlling one side of the building, so they have a very good, nice spread in the middle. Max on the other side, been quite silent. They are not getting anything to aim at the moment. All the action is happening on the western side of Yasnaya, northern Yasnaya. KO Alpha Boy, he has to move into the circle. He has some space at the moment, but I believe a few more seconds and he has to vacate that very specific area. But WarrGye, Shaka, and rest of the team, what are they even thinking? I don't know. They have one of the player in the open on the other side. KP will take one AMIX player, and right away confirmation will be done. But
Another
look at
one.
that, bro! He is just peppering bullets through the windows. But AMAX, 2 instead of 3, now is down to 1 player. Lloyd, 4-man standing. We have Aromacy. They are pushing forward. It's a 1v4 situation for them. I think it will be an easy one. But Lloyd on the side, knocking players 1, 2. This S12K is making it very difficult, and I think it will be a clutch possibly. It's so close that it is a clutch.
It is a clutch.
God.
One guy against 4 guys.
1v4. Oh my god, AMAX. This was not something I was expecting, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get unexpected, and AMAX getting the clutch on Aromacy.
I wanna go back. I wanna see this clutch once again because I didn't create that much hype which I created yesterday on the Konina Power and other guys, because I wasn't sure that we're gonna see a clutch at this moment. But AMIX guys got that ability to show us clutch anytime, any moment, even in the last zone, even in the first zone. And we can see AMIX got the momentum. If you just recall a couple of minutes before, AMIX was in a very bad position, but look at these guys now. It's only 1 guy remaining, but we can see Konina Power, 1 guy down on the knees by the Max Chief. But WarrGye team, as you said, what are these guys even thinking? Like, I gave the idea to go to the upper areas, but you should change your decision, guys, as early as possible. I'm not that much pro. You guys are on this match. But WarrGye, Mola, these guys know the location of WarrGye, Mola, AMIX. 8 elimination.
Oh, wow.
8 elimination. 1 single guy, so 12 elimination AMIX team got, and I believe this is gonna change the structure of the points table so very much, because AMIX, the team Virtus Pro also got nearly 11 to 10 eliminations, but WarrGye, Mola, he's still surviving somehow, and he's actually pulling up the grenade as well. Oh, but where is the grenade?
Wow.
That is a good
the
grenade.
Is not good. Oh, there you go. This is how you
throw a
grenade.
Yeah. Exactly. WarrGye Billa is right now in a good position, but he's in the vehicle right now. And WarrGye Billa is on a very open space right now, but it's the fight between Max versus Konina Power, and you cannot deny the game of AMIX as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. AMIX Lloyd is there on the side. Konina Power will take care of Alpha Boy. WarrGye, Shaka, and Mola both getting taken down by Lloyd, and I think this makes Lloyd into a double-digit performance, 10 elimination points. Max on the other side, they're pushing on Konina Powers. One of the Konina Power players down. What is Hunt and the Chief is doing? They're right in the open, and I think it will be over for Maxebles. KP on the other side, they'll still survive. They'll res up their player. 3-man standing. Some grenades are coming in as well, but we can see WarrGye, solo player surviving in the back lines. Low on HP, well packed up by KP. Lloyd is the last man standing. 1 versus 3 situation. Again, pulling up his S12K, but I don't know if this will be any good. But nade will go in, not any sort of damage, no chip damage. AMX Lloyd, he has to deal with the situation all alone, no teammates. A lot of intel, but Someone is on
Oh!
the upper story. He tried his best, but shots are fired. Is shotgun everywhere. And
Konina
KP
Power
getting the winner chicken dinner.
Exactly. I would love to see another clutch there, but Konina Power, you guys are a very well deserving team who got the chicken dinner, because you know yesterday you throw many chicken dinner. I wouldn't say you guys throw the chicken dinner because only one guy was remaining, and one guy could do how much, you know, against three guys. But this is what we just saw, you know, one guy against the three, and Konina Power got the chicken dinner. A very well deserving team, and they played very well even in yesterday, even today. And today we'll see how good they performed. 12 eliminations by these guys. They were not in the picture. You know, we were thinking about the AMIX, we were thinking about the UPG and the other Virtus Pro, but these guys just stole the spotlight, and these are the stats of 4 guys who just get the chicken dinner. We can see 3 elimination to the Zarek. The first guy got a very early elimination because his survival time in 13 minutes, and then we have Rakage who got 5 elimination, and then we have the last guy, it's Pobly, who got 4 elimination, and 8 throwables were sent to the enemy's huts. And we can see there are 12 elimination by this team. These guys are playing very consistently since yesterday. Let's have a quick look on the match summary. It's the day 2, and for the very first match of today, we can see there were 61 total elimination in this match, 8,000 plus heals, and total 77 knockouts. You can see vehicle are 0 because maxable teams were done by the guns, and assists were 33. Then we can see the grade elimination, 8 grenade elimination because 2 grenades were sent directly to the maxables, so 2 guys are there as well. So 6 guys are the real players who got eliminated.
What about why you're not mentioning about WarrGye's?
WarrGye, yes,
eliminated by grenades.
yeah.
So yeah, there's
2 guys of the WarrGye as well.
Yeah,
so 50% of the
teams.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. So for 50% teams of WarrGye and Maxwell got eliminated by the grenade, I would say. Okay, so head to head.
Yeah.
So Konina Power versus AMIX, you can see total 12 and 15. AMIX, yeah, this guy played very brilliantly. You can see the total damage. This guy dealt with 3,000 damage, and the other guys were 2,600. Total heals were 500, and the AMIX 600. You can see total knockouts 11 and 16 difference. Well, the stats are good on the AMIX side, but you can see it's not about the stats, it's about the chicken dinner also, the placement also. Even if you got the, I don't think it's gonna make much difference in the total points. It will be just 1 point difference because these guys has got more elimination. So match MVP, yes, Hassan.
There you go, match MVP. I must say, AMAX Lloyd, well deserving, 11 eliminations. You know, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort to get to something like that where you have one clutch to your name, the whole team, 4 players, S12K, very lethal in close ranges. It gives you no reaction time. You know, Tribe Aromacy, they had a very small area to work with, so they were kind of rolling around one wall of the compound where Lloyd was. Some windows were open, so there was not plenty of space to get cover from. WarrGye was on the back lines as well, so they cannot go around the compound. KP was looking at them. So again, it can happen to the best of the teams. So it happened this time around with AST, but Lloyd was the lucky one, getting all 4 to his name and eventually getting 11 total eliminations, 26 minutes of survival. But on the other side, if I look at KP, they had 3 players surviving throughout the game, and they made sure that they use the area that they were capturing right in the midst of the northern Yasnaya. They took the true advantage of that area. They took down about 6 or 7 teams from there, and that's the reason why they have about 12 elimination to their name. But Konina Power 22 points in total. We have AMAX with 21 points. They were just 1 point away from getting the same exact points as the winner team. Virtus Pro 11 eliminations, early exit, but 11 eliminations. They were on a dominating spree, 12 total points. Champions on the other side, 6 eliminations early on. Tribe Aromacy 5 points, 3 eliminations. WarrGye with 5 placement points, no eliminations. Regicide 4 points, Upgrade 4 points, Maxwell with 4 placement points, no elimination. Viper 3 points. So it's been a story of all the Packy squads. That's the reason why I can see the ones that got early eliminated, or the ones that survived somehow. They had very few eliminations. Okay, 4 or 5 points in total. But overall, it was a very entertaining match from start till the end. We saw continuous fights going on, and all thanks to the teams that joined the lobby.
Exactly. So now we faced an early elimination. Now we were always on the top spot somewhere yesterday, but today it's not always your day because Konina Power stole your spotlight today. And Konina Power, you can see the overall top players list. It's the Konina Power Rakage, it's the AMIX. AMIX, 13 elimination this guy got, and the first guy 14 elimination, so that's why he's on the first spot. If we talk about the third spot, it's the Navi. So Navi is somewhere still, they are still, left their trail somewhere to, so we can see them that they are not out of the box. They are always in the picture somehow. So let's have a quick look on the overall ranking. It's the day 2 match number 6, and all 6 matches overall ranking are right now on your screen. UPG still got the very first position because these guys have 64 points. Then we have Navi on the second spot with 60 points. On the third points, Konina Power. This match was a very impactful match for the Konina Power, and they were somewhere on the very lower side of the first page, but now we can see they are on the third spot. Dagestan 77, these guys are on the fourth spot with the 43 points and very similar points. Alpha Gaming, which these guys are right now on the fifth spot, and on the sixth spot we can see AMIX. Those crucial 10 plus elimination were very played a very good role in the overall ranking of AMIX. And then we have VP, Virtuous Pro, HELLION Gaming, Champions Esports. These are the 9 guys on the first screen, on the first page, and on the other page you can see the other 9 guys as well. So DRS, Horaa, they're right now not in a good position, but these guys will do better, I believe. So these are the overall rankings. Let's move toward our faces. Yep, so this is what it is. This is the overall ranking for the day 2 match number 6, and I would say this is it for today. This is it for this match, not today, and we're gonna see you in next couple of minutes because the next match of Miramar is starting in next few minutes. Just quickly go and grab some tea for myself, and just stay tuned, stay active. We will be right back. Enjoy the highlights, guys. I'm gonna come.
Welcome back, guys, after a short highlight break, and that was some of the flashy, I would say, times in our previous match. Teams we saw at last. Daud was wishing to get a clutch from any of the teams, and he got his wish fulfilled. All thanks to AMIX coming out of Central Asia. But guys, it's time for our first trivia of the day. Which gun has equal damage to AWM but not is sniper gun? So which gun has the same damage as an AWM but it's not a sniper gun? Is it AKM? Is it MK14? Is it MK Mutant? Or is it crossbow? Let us know in the chat and we'll pick one of the winners.
That's a tricky question, but you guys got the GPT, so make sure to use it to answer this one. Yep. So I think the Miramar is gonna start in next couple of minutes, but here we are. You know, my wish is fulfilled by the AMIX guys, and AMIX guys, you know, just wiped out the team Aromacy, tribe Aromacy, and you know, these guys need to, you know, think about it, that why 4 guys were, you know, sent to the lobby by just one guy. And you know, after 1v4 clutch, you know, one guy got a lot of confidence, a lot of momentum, but the other team got somehow demotivated by this. Sometimes, you know, I see the teams got demotivated by a 1v4 because it's a little bit disheartening for their fans, because the fans are there to support these guys. But you know, guys, it's the last zone, so don't be, you know, don't be shy, don't be, you know, disheartened, because it's the last zone, and in the last zone we see that clutches are always pulled off, usually in the drop parts and usually in the last zone. But if you want to see the real gameplay, make sure to watch it closely in the stage 4 and stage 5, because this is where these guys are on distance. But I'm not saying that the last zone fights are not, you know, with the brains. The last zone is where the most brains are used, because you know, you need to go to the rotations, you need to, you know, get your spot, a safe spot, and you need to, you know, be on a good split, so you know, you can go for a chicken dinner. As we saw that WarrGye was on a very good spot, but these guys were knocked out by the throwables, by the AMIX, and all the things were done by the AMIX. You know, I think AMIX, that guy got approximately 3 guys of WarrGye. And Mola, that projectile of Mola was absolutely phenomenal, and I love to see those projectiles once again on the screen on the match of Miramar. But let's discuss about the upcoming match. It's the Miramar map, and I think the game is started. Yeah, all mics, all, what do we say? All. Yeah. I'm not sure. It was a EDM, but I'm not good with the EDMs. So yes.
Yes, you can go ahead. Nobody is nowadays. We rarely pick up books. And funny thing was, I was watching a video the other day, and that guy was talking in Gen Z lingo, which I couldn't understand because most of my language experiences with corporate side, so I didn't understand what the guy was talking about. But it is what it is. Most of the people, they have a new slang, they speak that slang. Yep. And some of us oldies, we don't understand that. But anyhow, that's how the evolution of language happens. Language changes over time, and nothing against it. Yeah. There were times people used to speak in idiom, try to feel like they're the wise ones. They are I would say their ancestors were Aristotle or, you know, Socrates or something like that. But nowadays, people don't care about that. So it's better to speak the simple language. But anyhow, guys, talking about Miramar, we have our plane path on the screen, starting from the eastern side, right next to Minas Generalis, and going toward the major city of El Pozo. We might see some early contestation between teams going to Craterfield. I can see ASi8 versus Dagestan can happen in Los Leones. On the other side, we have some other teams also close by. I can see APG and Max are pretty close to Picado. Players from AST are also spread out nearby power grid. But early on, I think it's AMIX versus DRS that's probably gonna happen. And there we go. The
Oh,
start has happened.
DRS
Lloyd,
once again.
the absolutely DRS once again. Lloyd, uh, the uh, the the MVP of previous match, getting the first knock. Two players of DRS are down. Killer Whitey and Hajmul are done. Hajmul has only a Winchester 94. It's not that of a weapon to actually go for a close range fight. And it's now down to Killer Whitey. It's time either to get a clutch or. There you go.
No.
Oh, I
AMX,
couldn't even
AMX.
complete my sentence. Yeah, and AMX got the 4 eliminations for themselves.
So I would say that the Nepali fans might be very, very emotional for the DRS and R3G. We can see R3G just wiped out the VP squad. The very dominant squad of last game, and R3G didn't even give us a chance to see their gameplay, because in the meantime we were seeing the DRS versus AMIX. The R3G done their job and wiped out a complete squad because without facing any casualty. But now we are here and Horaa versus Navi, but what is this? Horaa also lose 2 players. What is happening with you guys, DRS and Horaa? You guys got the potential, but you guys are eliminating on the very early fights, on the drop fights, and I really don't want you. I really want you guys to go till the last zone. Go for the chicken dinner somehow, and because I'm not sure why these guys are facing so many early elimination. Even yesterday, even in the second last Miramar match, we rehosted that match. DRS faced early elimination. Even after rehosting the match, DRS again faced the same early elimination. And I've been seeing these guys in so many early eliminations. So I don't want to see you guys. Make sure to be on the
I
top
would say
spot.
the fight should be I would say balanced on both sides. Both sides should win and lose as part
Yeah.
of the game. Sometimes you get an early edge in the fight, and sometimes it happens that you lose your players, and some of these things are not in your control. But again, for DRS and Horaa, they don't have to prove any sort of the point. I think they are the best. They have the best abilities when it comes to the serious tournaments. This one is a very serious practice, but at the end of the day, there's not much on the stake, and most of the teams, as you rightfully said, they are playing this as a practice. They want to see how other teams play, what kind of play style they have, how they react to certain situations, and so far, as I can see, in some cases, the Nepali teams, they do well, and in some cases they are still hiding their strategies. They're not showing all of their cards. But anyhow, at the end of the day, it's all fun and games, so we should keep it that way. Don't be too critical about performance of a team in a 4-day or 5-day tournament. But be careful when you criticize your favorite teams. They need your support. So
Exactly.
be considered about that as well. But Fear, Navi will confirm the elimination. Jiggle is the last one standing, and I think it will take a very few further moment to actually finish this thing off. Jiggle's position is revealed, some damage given, and oh my god, repeat, and this time around a good damage to the head, a headshot, and it's over for Team Horaa. Navi with early 3 eliminations, and Lemon getting those 3 elimination for himself, and 1 goes to 6.
Exactly. So DRS, Horaa, and the VP, which is a very dominant team of last match, is out of this game. But we will see them in next game. As Yasin said, that you don't need to be demotivated, because it's just a practice match, and it might be that these guys are not showing their all cards because these guys doesn't need to prove anything, because these are best of the best, and we saw their potential in many big events, in many big matches. It's just a practice ground, and the Asian teams are not very good with the MS right now, because on their side the MS is not very stable, so a lot of aspects. But this is what it is. Now we are on the HELLION Gaming on the screens, and HELLION Gaming is right now on the move, moving toward the zone. R3G, I'm glad R3G didn't lose the draw fight this time, and R3G got the 4 elimination. We can see Pinkman, Malik, Wazi, and Shaka. All these 4 guys are very dominant guys, and I'm gonna see these guys doing some great things in this match, because the last couple of matches weren't that much great for these guys, even yesterday. But today, I think this match is gonna be some is gonna make some changes because these guys seems to be in a good position right now for elimination to these guys back. We can see Navi with the 4 eliminations, and another guy R3G with the 4 eliminations. AMIX, yeah, AMIX also got 4 eliminations. So the point structure might be might gonna change after this match a lot. Maybe the first guy will be dethroned as well. We can see Dagestan just knocked out one guy of the team. Not sure which team it was. He's right now trying to trace the vehicle, but no luck. No luck. It's APG right in front of him. And right now he's gonna raise up his player, as Asen used to say. So right now he's reviving his player. Let's see. Oh, that was a good trace. That was a good trace. But let's see if he managed to knock out this guy. No. Viper X knockout. On the other hand, against ASi8 and knocking the players of ASi8. APG in front of Dagestan. Shifu versus. It's a 1v1 fight. You gotta win this fight. No. A shotgun versus UMP. That was strange. If you miss one shotgun bullet, then it's done for you because the other guy got the AR or the SMG, and we've seen this just right now. But fortunately, Zadira got his back because birdies, and he's gonna raise up his player in next couple of seconds. But before that, he's gonna spot the enemies and he wanna navigate the position of APG guys because APG guys right now on a good spot. Only 2 guys are left, and I'm not sure if they're gonna join the party and if they want to eliminate these Dagestan guys or not. But in the meantime, the circle right now on the plane path was from the eastern side, so we can see the circle is there. But it's the stage 2 circle which is gonna make formation in next seconds, and here you are. It's a bit hard shift, but most of the teams are right now in the circle, and stage 2 circle are usually not that much effective for the team. But all the teams right now on the vehicles, and WarrGye team is also on the vehicle right now. Yes, Essen.
Absolutely, they have a long way to go. Circle is more converged toward the Chomasera area, closer to the Los Leones as well. So they have a long rotation to make.
Yep.
ASi8, they're already in. I think they joined again with 3 man, and so far they haven't lost any. We couldn't see any early skirmishes.
No, they lost one guy by the Viper X knockout, I guess. Yes.
What?
One guy.
Might be, yeah, but maybe we were talking about
Yeah,
some
we
other
were talking.
fight, and we skipped that. But anyhow, they lost one of the players, Viper knockout. They look a little more, I would say, prepared today rather than yesterday. But still, they have a long way to go. They're on the second page, only 21 points, and still so much room for them to improve in the coming 3 days. Max on the other side, we saw them doing well yesterday. Meanwhile, as we were talking about knockout, HELLION took down one of the players from knockout, and I believe it will be a flush. ASi8 would like to take that revenge for themselves and get the elimination point for them. But at the same time, HELLION gets knocked out for AMIX. AMIX since the last game been very active. They like to peek, they like to give those knockouts.
Oh, that was some good connections.
Look at that precision. Yeah, look at that precision. I must say Netio would be concerned after this and will be rethinking his choice of peeking out of that position again. But on the other side, I believe Viper X knockout will get the confirmation. There you go. It was a close call. It could have been a possible knockout, but connection was not there.
Exactly. ASi8 Juju. So he's showing his spray skills here on the screen. We can see Viper X knockout was barely he was barely knocked out, but it is what it is. He got a mini as well. AMIX right now in a good position on a very good spot. He got a very clear vision to all his sides, but we can see Aromacy. Aromacy needs to do some better job in this game because the last game wasn't as expected because these guys were with the 4 players, but a one mistake can lead you toward the lobby. And we can see the stage 2 circle is done and dusted, and now we're moving toward the stage 3 circle, and this zone shift can make things a bit spicy. Not much spicy. I think all the teams are in the zone, but WarrGye team is right now out of the zone and they are making their move toward the zone. ASi8 is also in a good position. Max team is also in a good position. Konina Power are right now coming into the zone as well as Navi. So many teams. I would say a couple of teams were out of the zone, but now they are making their move toward the zone. R3G is gonna do something bigger this time because these guys got the 4 elimination and their momentum is up right now, and I don't want to see these guys losing their momentum in this game because these guys won a drop fight in just a matter of seconds while we were on the DRS. So he's just ruining the vehicles of enemies for the time being. But no, it's not a good idea. Just move toward the zone, go and take a good position, and he understands that as well. But let's have a look on the other teams as well. In the meantime, if you look at Navi got 4 elimination this time and didn't lose a single guy so far. R3G, we're still on the R3G as well. Champions haven't got any elimination points so far, and if you look at the position of champion on the points table, these guys are right now on the spot 9, and it's not that much difficulty to dethrone the fourth guy or even the third guy. Yeah, the third guy might be a bit difficult because Konina Power got a lot of eliminations, a lot of points, and while we were talking about the Konina Power, these guys just knocked out 2 guys of Navi. The 2 guys of Navi right now on the knees, and one guy is, being
Already confirmed,
ruthlessly
yeah.
confirmed by the team Konina Power, and Konina Power got 2 elimination secured into their backpack. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Konina Power, AMIX, Virtus Pro, they're on a different level today. The way they're playing, it looks like they have no fear and they don't care about what's going on in the surrounding. They're just going for the elimination points. Navi now down to 2-man standing. Still, they got 4 points for themselves early on. They finished off the players of Horaa. But now, Konina Power, they have to move out. These vehicles are no good. You cannot take cover for long behind these vehicles. But ASi8, they are getting pushed by Viper, Abyss, and Too Good are there. I think ASi8, they took one of the players down. Uzum is the only one here. Rest of the squad is also close by. And I think he has to reposition. He has to make sure that his vehicle is in a safe space. So if there will be a plan of retreating back, they will have something to play with. But look at this. WarrGye, they're going against Champions. 2 of the WarrGye players are already down. Champions, they're aggressing forward. Billa has to move toward his team. The players that they were there, they are already knocked out. Rage is also knocked out by R3G Pinkman. And Billa now, its only way to salvation is to leave the heck out of here and get to a safer position. But on the other side, I don't think so. Champion's gonna let him do that. He's trying to find some sort of solid road to drive on, but things are not as he thinks. But Navi on the other side, they're getting pushed in the corner. There is a player's third party from far away, and it's over. Max took one of the players down from Navi, and the other one gets confirmed by the DG boys.
Yeah, the Navi got 2 players of Maxables, but these guys got caught by another team, and we can see that WarrGye team also nearly eliminated. The only hope is Billa. We can see ASi8, 2 guys on the knees. The only one is standing against the ViperX knockout. It's the Casanova. ViperX knockout versus the Casanova. That's a mistake. That was a mistake. He wasn't aware of the very... Yeah, it's a 1v3. The KO too good. The ViperX knockout too good. He is too good with his DBS, and we just saw the action of his DBS. He just eliminated 3 guys of the ASi8. Only 3 joined, and all 3 were all 3 are eliminated. Actually, 4 joined. Yeah. So and 3 elimination got into the backpack of the ViperX knockout, and the 4th one were also actually the WarrGye team all eliminated as well. Yeah, it was an early elimination, but So, Max team, only 1 guy standing in front of it. Konina Power versus Tribe Aromacy. We can see 1 guy versus 3 guys. It's a 1v3 situation, I think so. No. 2 guys on the knees, and they are just confirming the kills of Tribe Aromacy. AMIX, we can see right now this guy, 2 guys on the knees, and 2 guys. Who was the artist? I think it is Max Raisin because no one is nearby. So I think it is done by the Max Raisin. Not sure, but I don't believe on
No,
this guy's ability.
no, I think it came from far away. Daggy boys are
Yeah,
also looking at them. They confirmed
yeah.
one of the max player, but AST Last
Oh,
Man
it's
Venom got
over for
confirmed
the
by Kai
Triber
Rage.
Macy.
Yeah, Aromacy is out of the game as well. We are left with only 10 squads, 29 players. There's plenty of space to work with, so I think there will be some sort of a stoppage in the action. But it is the Maxables, so obviously things are not going to go on a pause. Somewhere else, there's fights going on. Daggy boys, they're eyeing on AMIX players. Max Ryzen is the only one standing here. He took one of the Navi player down early on, and that's the only kill I can see in his tally. Furthermore, rest of the team is out. Death, Chief, Hunt, 3 of the guys are done. A DBS, he's just waiting for someone to just open that door and show his face so he can wreck it open with that shotgun. But KP, I think they are on a good run this time around as well. 6 total points. 1 player got eliminated in the Aromacy fight, but rest is all good for them so far.
Exactly. Konina Power is right now in a very good position. Aromacy 4 guys were done, by the Konina Powers, and Konina Power is right now in a very good momentum. So we are gonna go into the stage 5 circle, I believe. Yeah, it's the stage 5 circle. We're gonna see the formation of stage 5 circle in next a couple of seconds, and R3G is right now on the very edge of this circle, and they are still within the circle. So that was a good choice. And if you grab the hilly areas of Chumasira, then I think that would be a good option as well. And I think APG is gonna get that spot because they are very nearby, and we can see on the screens the team Maxables also out of this game on the 10th spot, and only 9 teams are remaining on the field. 28 guys are still. We can see the action of these 28 guys, and these are not just ordinary 28 guys. These are some champions of champions, and we can see R3G is here with the 4-man, UPG with the 4-man. Now he was on the very first position on this match, but I don't think these guys anymore because UPG can dethrone these guys anytime. R3G, look at the position of R3G. These guys got a very good position, but champions, they are not very well aware of the position of champions as well. So champions versus R3G, we might see this clash, but no, R3G just securing their vehicles and move toward the shack areas, move toward these small compounds. So these are making some connection from the champions, and champions just knocked out 1 guy of the R3G, and champions right now 4 guys up and standing. 2 elimination these guys has on their backpack, and champions right now trying to close in a little bit. No, they're just fixing their crosshairs on the R3G because it's not a good option to leave your spot and someone else from behind fix replace you, and and you will be on the same spot on the R3G. So right now these guys are not gonna do the same mistake. These are waiting for some good knockout here, but we can see that R3G Wazi made some good connection, made some good bullet connections to the champion Skinu. But R3G Malik is right now on a good position. No one is behind them, so they are very easy. They are aware that no one is behind them because they were the ones who cleared the back ends. So now they are focusing on the front end. Yep.
If Circle moves away from them, they have to go through the same terrain, which at the moment champion is occupying. So things can get a little tricky for R3G. They gotta get some knockouts. Too good on the other side after getting that clutch. Is feeling a little confident, taking down one of the player from HELLION. Tap shots, and Rorino, I think he is trying to find a way, an angle where he can engage Too Good and get this thing to a stop. But at the same time, we have our airdrop. Yep, could be some valuable resource. Yeah, it is kind of, I think, a ritual in PUBG Mobile Esports, esports live streams. So they do it just to let you know the airdrop is down there. But as is about to reposition, that's it. It's over. It's over. Too good. This time around, Rhino was like, not that good. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
And it will give some time to rest of the team to actually res up their player. Dagestan on the back lines is also keeping an eye. And Daggy Boys, they have a very good position right at the intersection to the northern side of Chumasara. They have a good compound for themselves and can possibly get a chicken dinner as well. Upgrade on the other side. They're keeping an eye on KP, guys. KP getting one of the player knocked out and right away getting confirmed. So I think it's down to 2 players of Konina Power now.
Exactly. So Konina Power is right now down to 2 players, but these guys got 6 elimination. But right now UPG is against them, and UPG has 1 elimination but 4 men standing. And Konina Power is right now not on a good position because AMIX is behind them. One guy is on a good position, but not. I don't think it's gonna be a long-lasting journey for Konina Power because these guys are gonna be in a sandwich situation very soon, same as the Maxable last day. And right now we are witnessing the same thing once again. Konina Power is in the middle of AMIX and UPG, and that's not a good spot. We can see it's HELLION Gaming versus Champions, and HELLION got the 3 eliminations so far, but Champions are now closing in as we expected. AMIX got 1 guy of the Konina Power, and the only one is remaining. We can see HELLION, 1 guy down to the knees, and the other guy is right now on a good spot. But he made some connection, but he thought he was knocked, but he just changed. That was a good knock. That was a very good knock by the champion, guys. And we can see this guy's gonna go into the lobby very soon because only 1 guy is remaining. And HELLION 1v1 fight, I believe. It's a 1v1 fight between HELLION guy and the champion guy. He's right now securing his skill because skills are more important. But I think the other player is also rising up his player. But AMIX versus Dagestan. I wasn't expecting that one because AMIX was on a very different position. AMIX were near to the Konina Power. But this is what it is. We can see AMIX on the other screen as well. So AMIX versus Dagestan also going on the other side. And we can see HELLION versus Champion as well. So HELLION raised up one of his player and the other one is also, in the process of revival. We can see Champions in front of him, and Champions also got 2 men standing. And why is falling back, bro? That wasn't a good option there, So that wasn't a good decision, but it is what it is. Only 1 man standing of Champion. That is a 1v1 situation between 2 guys. He got the shotgun, and do you think you can beat this guy? No. That guy got the UMP, and he was just blindly rushing to that guy, and Champion punished these guys right away. The HELLION Gaming. Now it's again a 1v2 situation between HELLION versus Champions, and we can see UPG versus APG as well on the screens. Yes.
Absolutely, APG. They got a player knocked out by UPG. They picked up the player. Now it's a 2 versus 4 situation. They have some angles on them. So APG, they will feel a little pressured while pushing forward. There you go. Nate goes in. It's down to Zol. Zol is the last man standing. Nate goes in, chip damage, 3v1 situation. Obviously, it'll be difficult for Zol, and it's confirmation right away. And UPG will pick up that elimination and will leave APG for the rubbles. I must say, nothing left in APG. There are crates lying on the floor. Good loot available now for UPG to refresh themselves and get into the next circle. We are left with only 5 teams, 14 players. Averaging players are getting lower and lower. R3G on the other side, they have their 4-man up, 6 elimination points to their name, and I kind of think they're eyeing toward the position of HELLION. HELLION is about to leave toward the circle. AMIX is also waiting for them in there, but R3G at the same time, Malik, very good position. The way the R3 spread out is, I think they have a very good chance of getting the winner chicken dinner for themselves. 3 players standing. Vaz 19 is taken down. UPG on the other side as they were trying to leave toward the circle. And what a nice retaliation fire. And 2 players out of nowhere down on AMIX. And AMIX is down to their last man standing. Lloyd, the key player from the side of AMIX, the MVP on the previous match, is getting flushed out by KP. UPG, they took down
Konina
AMIX players, but now Konina Power is confirming those eliminations. Konina Power is left with only 1 player, and he is right in between in a sandwich situation between UPG and AMIX. But UPG, after getting those 2 knockouts, they are now on a move. They're getting their players, into the circle. Another knockout on UPG, but this won't do much of the damage. Obil pushing forward with the S12K. Very lethal weapon in the close ranges. R3G Punkman on the other side. They flushed out another player of UPG. UPG is now down to 3 men standing. R3G 3 players. AMIX and KP with only 1 player each. So R3G and technically speaking, is between UPG now. UPG could be possibly getting another chicken dinner for themselves, but R3G, the way they are looking right now, 8 elimination points, I don't think so they will be letting this chicken go away. But confirming the elimination on Konina Power now is between UPG, AMIX, and R3G. Solo player of AMIX will
That's a good
possibly
grenade.
be a
That's
threat
a
for
good
R3G.
grenade.
Good grenade going in. Pinkman, some chip damage. A Molotov will be thrown as well. But now it's time for Pinkman to, vacate that location. Otherwise, he'll get knocked out. There you go. Follow up and a knockout on R3G. The position is, the fortress is now weak on that side of the map. The spread out is very beautiful on the side of UPG. They can now surround R3G. AMIX is also keeping a pressure on R3G players. 2 players right between sandwich situation right here. UPG and AMIX keeping R3G players at a bay.
Exactly, and for the time being, these guys are not in the very good zone, so these guys need to move quickly into the zone as well. And the AMIX guy is making some pressure on the UPG and also on the R3G as well. That's a good grenade, that's a good projectile, but can we see a good knockout? A good knockout here? Yeah, it did make some damage, but no, not that much. But AMIX didn't have any, I think, throwables. He just he do have some throwables, and now it's his turn to punish that guy of UPG. But let's see, that's a good grenade once again. But AMIX, both guys face a very similar damage, we can see. But R3G, it's a major fight between R3G and UPG, but we've seen in the past as well that we cannot deny the guys with the less number advantage, and AMIX has the very less number advantage here. But that's not a good position, UPG. And AMIX, that was a very good grenade. I was thinking that the grenade might go on the previous below.
It's over.
Oh, it's over. Yeah, mate. Let me just finish first. Why did you finish the R3G?
Let him build up the right hype, guys. But UPG had a different plan, and they wanted to finish things off. They saw the player, and they started peppering bullet toward that guy. The guy had no time to respond back as he was laying down. When the belly is on the floor, you get a little comfortable, and no time to react, obviously. But UPG getting another chicken dinner for themselves. I think now, as Navi had an early exit, UPG are looking toward keeping the first position for themselves for a longer time. But it's the second day, guys. Still 2 more days of action is there. Things can change. 9 total eliminations. We got a good performance once again by Melody Tank. Then we have Ramsey with no eliminations, but he has been around the team. Then we have MYZ, about 28 minutes of survival. Very good fight against APG in the compounds, and also the rest of the team's effort was pretty evident. But looking at the match summary, guys, 65 eliminations, 10,000 plus healing done, 67 knockouts, 5 grenade eliminations. Then we have 30 assists and 0 vehicle eliminations. Some knockouts were finished by vehicle, but no proper vehicle eliminations. But teams head to head, looking at Upgrade versus AMIX. Upgrade with 9 total elimination points, 1600 damage, 1000 healing done. But on the other side, AMIX been quite busy throughout the game. 10 total eliminations, 2500 of I would say damage dealt, thousands of healing done, 11 knockouts. So as we were seeing, it's pretty evident from the stats that AMIX been more busier than Upgrade. Upgrade had a good chance. They had very good fights. Those 2 knockouts, I must say, were the game changer in the final circle, where AMIX players 2 all of a sudden get knocked out, and it was left to the only player on AMIX side. Otherwise, things could have been more interesting between AMIX, Upgrade, and R3G.
Exactly.
But anyhow, guys, looking at the match summary, we have match MVP. We have Lloyd once again, the match MVP. He got 5 eliminations once again, so 2 matches back-to-back MVP. Total, I believe, 16 eliminations, or 16 eliminations. He got 11 in the previous game, and 5 this time. 16 eliminations in 2 games. So definitely, he's becoming that contender for the top position in our top fragger list.
Yeah, these guys are playing a very consistent gameplay. Even if you look at the last match, these guys weren't able to manage to get the chicken dinner, but these guys' performance are very consistent. And specifically the Lloyd, AMIX Lloyd, he's playing very consistently. Just look at his stats, even the last game and this game as well. And yeah, as you said, these guys are very busy fighting against the enemies, but UPG got the chance and get the chicken dinner. UPG actually performed very well today and even yesterday. The first two matches weren't that much great for UPG, but after that, these guys are just not holding back their horses. These are just going violent and ruthlessly and eliminating every single guy on the field. And look at the top player list. The AMIX slot are still holding the top player list as well, because this guy got 5 elimination in this match. Then we have R3G Pinkman. R3G make a very good comeback in this match, and Pinkman is one of the main player in that thing is. So now let's look at the match ranking of this specific match. It's the day 2, and it's specifically the match ranking of match 7. And just look at the number 1 guy. It's the upgrade with the 19 elimination. Then we have AMIX with the 15 elimination. Then we have R3G with 14 points. Sorry guys, 14 points. And then we have Konina Power with 11 points. The last guys, the last guy of Konina Power, he survived very well. In the last, he actually accepted his fate because he knew that there's nowhere to go, so he just lay down on the open fields in the grass. But the 5th guy is HELLION Gaming. These guys got 10 points. Then we have Dagestan with the 6 points, Navi with the 6 points, then Viprex Knockout with the 4 points. The Viprex Knockout got very good knockouts. So all the 4 points that these guys got are against because of the ASi8, because they eliminated the full squad of ASi8, and the two good played very well in this match. Then Champion Esports, and these are rest of the all guys you can see on your screen. DRS Horaa again faced an early elimination, but so do Tribe, Aromacy, and ASi8 as well. Alpha Gaming are not performing that much great in the day 2, because they performed very well in the day 1. So I think we might see some comebacks in the match number 3rd, which is gonna be Erangle, I think, once again. Or I think it's Sanhok. No, it's Sanhok once. So it's a bonus map, guys. And in the bonus map, we've seen Alpha Gaming playing very well, because yesterday Alpha Gaming played very brutally in the Sanhok, and so do Konina Power as well. But let's see, once match will start, we will decide, and we will discuss which team is going to be more dominant there. But let's have a look at the overall top player. This is the overall top player list, and AMIX Lloyd got that position. AMIX dethroned every single of the guy on the list, and right now this guy on the elimination 18th. And then we have the second guy, Melody Tang, he's with the 17 elimination. Then we have Navi 6 with the 17 elimination. Then we have Konina Power Raikesh with the 17 elimination. Then we have AMIX Baker with the 13 eliminations. So there's second, third, and fourth guy can dethrone anytime the first guy, because the competition is very tough, and every guy is right now on the momentum. AMIX Baker can, 2 guys of team AMIX is right now on the top player list, and AMIX are actually showing